Hello everyone and welcome back to 4KB Shorts Let's Play of BioShock 2. So we were just about to head into Demeter's Banquet Hall. More new area, more new stuff. Oh, and this is too perfect. Again, we're going to be reading more and more advertisements, but this is one of the ones that makes you kind of blink a few times. Let's go ahead and take a real quick look. I think it says, ladies, here's a new sensation in Rapture. It's all the knitting circle can talk about. The Frederick's Copper Line Happy Handmade. A housewife's day is full of stress, cooking, tidying up, correspondence, and a husband who's always in the office working to get ahead in this free market. Relax with the soothing touch of the Frederick's Happy Handmade, and I believe that's three massage settings and a gentle warming effect. Leave the skin gently. What's that say? It's really hard to read. I think it's gently flushed and feeling youthful. A discreet companion to end your stressful day. Use of this product benefits the feminine mind and spirit. Dr. Sophia Land. So yeah, we can all know. Yeah, you guys can go ahead and wonder about that. I giggled a few times. I'm not going to go ahead and mention it here in the video because I have all sorts of different viewers and I don't want to make any permanent suggestions, but I love that advertisement. And of course, I think we had a big sister over there. More advertisements to read. Stylish ladies know the most beautiful frocks are to be found at Boutique Renata. Surface replica items available upon request. That's really awesome that they have that surface replica items. Like you can replicate stuff from the surface that isn't perfect. Neckties by Wilson Freeman. Save. Top quality, top value. Hey, I need me a necktie. Let's go to Freeman's. I love advertisements, I really do. I love these old school advertisements. I don't love modern advertisements, unfortunately, but old ones I really like. We will be reborn in the womb of the ocean. That's called Drowning Kid. The Mermaid Bar. Ladies' night every week. Okay. I'm not sure if that's supposed to be a pun or not. And, oh, see, now that's just not cool. Incoming. You know, even wearing a giant scuba suit or diving suit, that would be so disorienting and very unnerving. But I do love the effect. So now we're underwater, and unfortunately, being underwater doesn't give you the sense of danger that it should, and I say that because, of course, they take away your guns and your plasmid, so without that, there's no sensation that maybe something bad could happen to you. So you do get the sense of exploration, and I hope there's no little sister in there. You do get the feeling and sense of exploration, but you don't get that feeling of scary. But then again, if you listen to the music doesn't suggest scary either. It suggests sort of a sadness, and I can kind of agree. Although I do love when buildings are underwater like this. I'm kind of bad like that, but yeah, it does give you kind of a sense of sadness, like now this place is destroyed because Big Sister was being kind of a douche. Let's go ahead and head out.
In that suit, even the ocean cannot harm you. This is good. But rapture is the death of many great men. Alone, you will not last long. You can still reach the train station. Find me there.
Okay. So we have a sign that fell down, and then we have a little squid. Kind of look like flying fish from here, but yeah, there's squid. Now, there's something here that you could easily miss if you're not careful, and this is really, really, really sad, and it goes well with the music, strangely enough. So let's go ahead and step inside. And I think it's this one. One of these guys has it. Or is it here? Where is it? I know it's here. Okay. I gotta find it. I know it's here. I will not continue until I find it. There it is.
All right, diary. Last entry. Lizzie and I, we found a sphere, and we're going home. Ain't that right, baby? Next stop, topside.
Oh, I love you. It was you who saved us, Sammy. It was you, Button. What was that? What's that sound?
She's seen us. It's Lamb. Torpedo! Ah, I'm trying to...
So that's the last dialogue of Sam Fletcher and his wonderful unnamed woman, probably his wife, before they were torpedoed by Sophia Lamb for trying to leave. Anyway, sorry. I get irritated when megalomaniacs do crap like that. But yeah, it's something you can easily miss. Okay, can't carry anymore. But I like to find all the dialogues. Now here's something interesting, because this Big Daddy, if any of you ever followed BioShock 1, this Big Daddy is from BioShock 1. He was one of the prototype, I guess you can call, Big Daddies who was designed for BioShock 1 but was never implemented. And the reason why they said they never implemented him was because they wanted to keep the number of Big Daddies down, you know, like simplified it. But if you notice, he's also one of the more, I won't say steampunk version, but he's one of the more cobbled together versions. Like, he's got a barrel for a launcher. He's got like armor plates stuck on him. His diving apparatus is way old school. Fuel. So we have fuel here for like I guess it's our drill fuel and stuff like that. So I guess they took the BioShock 1 Big Daddy as sort of a nod in that direction and put him here in BioShock 2. Then we have a sunken boat. And I think if we look around, check it out. So speaking of nods to BioShock 1, there's an airplane tail with some air coming out of it. Now we can assume from its location that that is not the airplane tail that our dear friend came out of in BioShock 1, but it is kind of an interesting nod to that particular thing, as it is an airplane tail in BioShock 2 like that. I don't think we need this plasmid or hypo. Oh, okay, we do. And I believe this is the body of a whale. Is that what we're walking through here? That would make sense. Whales are huge. If this thing is to scale, of course, whales are huge. But then whales are huge anyway. Let's see. Presents mealtime frozen dinner. Can't really read a lot. Yes, 2 sample steps you can have a good square meal. Oh boy, yeah. When microwave food was considered the greatest thing ever, frozen dinners were considered the greatest thing ever. Not the greatest thing ever. But yeah, I guess they're called, we can call them transitions, are very interesting between the different points in Rapture. As I said, no combat, giant shark. But it's meant to basically kind of show off Rapture, I think, and to give you like a little bit of respite between zones. Little giant squid. Welcome to Rapture, your beautiful city. Now that advertisement may have fallen down from up high, and I say that because although it is saying to us welcome to Rapture, I doubt many people come through here. And there's a big statue of Ryan up there. Seems kind of pointless to build a statue of Ryan up there, but we have a pipe falling down. Again, Rapture falling apart, we've all seen that. Oh! Big sister! How's it going, kid? Yeah, she's gonna float off. So yeah, if you look off into the distance, we kind of missed it. I kind of missed it. We see some of the lights are kind of going out. They're shorting out. A lot of the buildings are falling apart. Even some of the tops of some of the buildings have collapsed and fallen off. Atlantic Express Maintenance Depot. So yeah, this whole thing is basically showing how Rapture is collapsing. It can't withstand the pressures and waters of time and Poseidon, apparently. Well, let's go ahead and step inside, and we can hit our switch and drain out this airlock. Daddy's home. That's right, Daddy is home indeed. So yeah, you may see achievements pop up, of course, because I've not played the PC version of this before, so I will be apparently acquiring achievements via Steam, so that's kind of cool. Now, as I said, from here on, a lot of the stuff that I was like constantly pointing out to you guys won't be there, but those first few rooms really do. It's basically like the designers took those first few rooms and said, this is how we're going to separate ourselves from BioShock 1.
Herr Delta, you arrive as the little one said you would. Come upstairs to the ticket booth, and I will offer what I know of you.
Okay. So airlocks, that's how Big Daddies transgress. Traverse the seas, I suppose, is through airlocks. Because it makes sense that Big D's and Rosies would come through here. Very creepy room. Very 80s underwater horror movie right here. Now, strangely enough, the way the control scheme works is I don't have the option of taking things or not. Once I open something, I take them. That's unfortunate. So if I get drunk because I grab a bunch of booze or something from a locker, it's not because I'm just hitting A bunch of times. It's honestly when I hit A, it automatically opens the locker and then selects all the items from it. I think that may also be why my crouch doesn't work properly, is because it doesn't let me, it's hitting the button twice even though it's not. Atlantic Express maintenance facility. Attention workers have ID badge visible at all times.
Look at the baby. She won't even know it's there.
Apparently she won't notice the baby's there.
I'll take 3 this time. Do you understand that? 3.
3 babies? Safety now! Ooh, what's that say? Please use safety gear. Okay. We will use safety gear. Hey buddy. Repair platform. Find a chamber. And lock the door.
Now most who survive are like this. Splicers. They're drug addicts. Vicious animals.
Canned beans. So as I said, much more food, lots more food in the game than previously. Which is really, really awesome because you get all sorts of food stuff. This way up. We have another dispenser. Let's go ahead and grab our hack tool. Hack tool's pretty wicked. You got the hack tool. Press right trigger to fire it at machines to subvert them to your side. It'd be kind of cool if it said subvert them to your will, but you know. Now I love this. I love this little thing right here because I'm wondering if this was an actual design that someone put together. Like they were like scribbling on a napkin at work and they're like, we need to design some kind of remote hack tool, and they're like scribbling it on and they're like, let's just scan that into the game. So you have hack tool, transponder, load dart, wrist attachment, encryption input keys, hack signal amplifier, keep the set at 88.5 megahertz, signal booster. And that's just, it's very simplistic, but it's really wonderful. And I really do wonder if somebody just scribbled that out at lunch one day. So here's another one of those dispensers I mentioned, where it just continuously dispenses units until you don't need anymore. And as I said, that's probably because if you run out of darts right here, you can't get by. I mean, you're stuck, so you do have to do that. So here's the new hacking from BioShock 1 to BioShock 2. To hack a machine, press A to stop the needle on a green section of the meter to advance. White will give you a nasty shock. So we have to go to green. So this is a much distance hacker. There we go. Results of successful hack. Secure doors now unlocked. So yeah, the hacking is now no longer reliant upon... I think this thing can still dispense. Oh, did it actually run out? Oh. Oh, I wonder if it stops dispensing once the door is open. That would make some kind of sense. But, yeah. The remote hacker is much better. I don't know. Hacking in BioShock 1 was okay. Hacking in BioShock 2 is much faster, I guess you could say. I do love this door control, though. Very retro. I'd love to have a door control that looks like this. I don't know why. Oh, hello, little bot. You don't look so good. Let's hack you. Okay, so now I have blue. Let's go ahead and hit it with a blue. Hack security bots are friendly and will attack your enemies. Get a blue bonus while hacking to upgrade their damage. So, since I got a blue bonus, he will be more damaging to our enemies. Watch your head, little buddy. We will be reborn. Little hand butterflies. Ah, Sophia Lamb and her butterflies. We got a goon. Let's go, little bot. Now, if you notice, I want to show you guys this. I just noticed it myself again. After you leave the first airlock, if you look around the outside of the screen, there's no more helmet. Now, in the options, you do have the option of turning the helmet off and on, and even if it's on, after the first airlock, it vanishes. So even though I do have the helmet set to on, it won't show anymore, which I find odd, but it's just the way the game is. It's really interesting. Well, not interesting, but you know what I mean.
You know that?
I'm a moral tyrant? Really? Ooh, tagged him. Thought I missed. She called me a moral tyrant. Ow, what
This
the
is
hell
Dr.
happened?
Sophia Lamb. Andrew Ryan is dead, but the tyrant dwells within us all.
Creepy.
Remember, we reject the gene. We reject the self. We reject the tyrant.
Okay, well you continue to reject, and I will continue being a big daddy. Our trains run on time when you run on time. Help keep Atlantic Express running efficiently. That's right, work hard. Safety is everyone's responsibility. 91 days since our last accident. I believe that sign was from the previous game, so it has not changed. And then we have some more stuff. Atlantic Express, Rapture's fastest way to travel. Yes, it is. So of course Sophia is like, you know, Ryan is dead. Reject the self, reject the blah, reject the blah. Let's go ahead and, no, I really want what's in here. Thank you. Don't really need it, so we'll take what's in it. Ooh, engineering bay. We have some plans here for the trains. Oh, here you go. The great chain rattles.
I'm told that the people grow tense and isolated in the absence of the sun. Now they clamor for a psychiatrist. Do they miss the state censor, I wonder? Wartime seizure of private assets? Or the Cheka police vanishing them in the night? Regardless, this Lamb woman is said to be the foremost practitioner in her field. Fine. If she can quiet the rattling of the great chain's weakest links, I will leave her to it.
So our first indication that Ryan does not think highly of psychiatrists. Of course, he does not know that she's a social psychiatrist, he just knows she's a psychiatrist. But since Ryan's the blue-collar worker, you know, from the gutter to the throne kind of person, you would think that he would think anybody who doesn't work with their hands is kind of weak. He would have that kind of personality. So of course, a woman who's just a psychiatrist wouldn't have a lot of respect for her, I think, and that makes a lot of sense. So his initial thought of her is she's useless unless she's useful. So as long as she can keep people quiet and not complain about him or what he does, then he's okay with her being around.
I know you. That symbol on your hand marks you a dead man. 10 years, Subject Delta, since I watched you put a gun to your head and pull the trigger. But take heart. Out of your pain, paradise was born. I don't know how you survived, but your suffering is over now. These men will ease your burden. Please understand that like all I have done, this is an act of love.
You sound like the kind of woman who would beat her kids
It
out
is
of
Sophia
love.
Lamb. She has found you.
No, really? Well, thanks, Dr. Tenenbaum.
My portfolio!
We got incoming. Nice! Fire bad. Fire bad. We need out. One down. Maintenance runoff pumping station. Well, at least we're out of the fire. Hopefully we're not in the frying pan? Wait, that's not right. So once again, we find ourselves underwater, more sad music. So as I said, they're kind of transition zones where you don't have to worry about fighting. And in any game where they take away your guns, that's really the biggest indication that you don't have to worry about fighting. Rapture Masquerade Ball, 1959. Well, we know what went on there. So yeah, this looks like a storage area that unfortunately flooded at one point and may have flooded to the point of killing people. But yeah, one thing about games is where they take away your weapons.
Now you know of the enemy we share, Sophia Lamb. The camera in your helmet allows me to watch through your eyes and help you to fight her.
Well, thanks, Tenenbaum. But as I was saying, when games take away your weapons, it's sort of an indication that there's nothing to fight, and that's really kind of a bad mechanic in my opinion, because they should let you keep your guns at all time, because if you have your guns, it makes you feel like you may have to be offensive, so you're always on your toes. There's rarely a time when you wouldn't want to have a player on his toes, honestly, in my opinion. Oh, hi, bot. Apparently our bot followed us. Did he follow us? Are you still my buddy? Yeah, he's still... Wow, really? Okay. Odd that our bot followed us, but there he is. Oh, hello. That's cool. Storage area, it looks like. So, so that was a storage area down there that flooded, so we have another storage area in here. A giant butterfly made up of hand implants. Lamb will lead us... Excuse me, Lamb will lead the way. Oh, need a boost? Try our new and improved Prime Health Unit. Safe, speedy, affordable. You'll feel as good as new. So yeah, AccuVox, some of the old advertisements here. Drafting. Oh, okay, I know what that is, yeah. Drafting. It's a drafting area. We have a rider chamber. And I think, yep, we have a hat.
Careful, security cameras belong to Lamb. But if you are clever, they can be made to serve you.
I'm very clever, Tenenbaum. We all know this.
Girls, and then, what you want, baby?
What you want, babies? Hacked cameras work for you, spotting enemies and sending security bots after them. Get a blue bonus while hacking for a longer friendly alarm. Whoop, that's really odd that it fired twice, but okay, I won't complain. So we got our blue bonus. Oh. Yeah, shoot him, little buddy. So unfortunately, the addition of controls to this version of the game was not 100%, and I say that because there are a few glitches here and there with regards to. Ow, ow, ow. I'm not entirely sure why he wasn't caught in the sweep, but okay. There are a few glitches with regards to certain controls, as I said, with zooming in and things like that. Recumbent series. Reuse of textures is great, except we know that this recumbent series blackboard was taken from BioShock 1 in a very later portion of the game that maybe should not have been used here in the drafting area. Just as a heads up. But yeah, as I was saying with... what was I saying? You know, now I don't even remember. So it looks like we're in a newsroom. We're just going to go ahead and switch up. We're going to change the subject and be like, whatever. I'll probably remember it later, but we're in a news area. Let's see, drill fuel. Don't need any more drill fuel. Little guy here. Yeah, so we have some pills that like collected vitamins. You get vitamins, man. Isn't that awesome? That's totally awesome. You get vitamins. Bot shut down. No, we don't need to shut down our bots. They're already shut down. We are but the stones to pave the way. Well, yeah, if you like people walking all over you, you are. You gotta be more than what you are. You can't be less than what you are. Ooh, more free stuff.
Father, it's me, Eleanor. I know you're awake in there. I can feel it. Mother won't be able to toy with you like that ever again. This plasmid is for you. If I'm right, you can use it now. Please, find me.
It's 10 years later and she still remembers what happened. Like I said, traumatized the kid, honestly, really. Pick up big stuff with your mind, throw it at your enemies. What else do you need to know? Well, nothing really. Let's go ahead and equip that.
Throw objects at foes. You can even catch grenades and throw them back.
Sometimes I wonder if they used a different voiceover for that. It sounds a little bit off from the original, but I won't complain. So we only have to see them once anyway. So we have telekinesis. Hope this helps. Absolutely. Are you kidding? It's telekinesis. It's the most awesome thing. That's not what I meant to do. Power back up, little buddy. I meant to hit the button. Ooh. Okay, I'll eat that. Stop sending me food. Send me something I can throw. There we go. Hoop. No, that didn't work. Let's try again. There we go. Perfect. Let's turn this off. No, deactivate. Okay, now it's throwing coffee at me. Okay, well I thought I was going to deactivate it, but apparently is it done? Nope. Don't crap it. Wait. Ow. Okay, apparently now I can't deactivate the pneumo. Usually you can deactivate it, but hey, whatever. Keep throwing stuff, I don't care. I think there's money. Yeah, there's money. And the pneumo. So yeah, this is like... Ah! We're getting out of here before it kills me. So this is like a mail place, I think. Well, yeah, the pneumo is... I'm done. We're done. We're out. She knows the way.
Telling you, he's up topside now, highballing with all the can-can girls. And if anybody gets lippy, pal, he's got the bomb.
Nice. He saved a whole kindergarten full of cutesy little brats. And went up happy ever after. He was a pansy. End of story.
Think I give half his support what he's done? He's gone now, and Doc Lamb's the news.
So that was that was actually a nod to BioShock 1. Those were the two separate endings they were talking about how you're up top and you have the bomb, or how you save the kids. It doesn't matter. So it's really interesting that they actually made a nod to that. Oh, get rid of that before it explodes. Oop, I think I killed my bot. Eek, run away! That's on fire, which means it may explode soon. Okay, it did. Where'd you go, lady? Ow, ow, ow! Nope, do not want to die. Come on, ugly, I got more bombs where that came from. Is she still alive? This is not as powerful as it once was. Power me up, kid! Where'd she go? Okay, I think I got her. Aww, see now I feel bad. Wow, I nuked the whole room though. That was insane. Okay, here we go. Just a fad.
There would be no Rapture without me. No city without the Atlantic Express. Ryan took his first grand tour on my flagship coach. But these days, personal bathyspheres are all the rage. My rails only connect the oldest parts of Rapture now. And the city's just left me behind. Plenty of cash in the bank, though. This private vehicle craze will blow over soon.
Now that's really awesome with the whole Prentice Mill thing, and the reason for that is because not only does it explain where the rails come from and why they weren't in BioShock 1, which of course means, you know, it's like these are the oldest rails, they only connect to the oldest parts of the city because everybody wants their personalized, you know, bubble spheres to go from place to place, so they don't need my rails. And it's really awesome that they put that in there because not only does it explain why these are here, but why they weren't in BioShock 1, and I love that. It is such an awesome explanation without having to be over the top, or even just being ignored, because of course with some games they'd ignore it. They'd be like, well, let's just ignore why they're not in both games, and I just love how they have that. Plus, Prentice Mill has his own little story, little side story. It's another character, another way to give life to BioShock 2, and I think that's so wonderful that they chose to give the story a little bit more life that way, rather than ignoring the whole thing just by saying, well, who cares? What happened to the people? So here we have another Meltzer.
These people are hooked on some kind of genetic wonder drug called Adam. I've read the word splicer scribbled on walls like a warning. One of them cornered me and Christ, his face. I had a gun, but I choked. And then out of nowhere, we both heard this singing. And he took off like hell on wheels. It sounded like a kid. A little girl. Cindy's alive. I know it in my gut.
So again, as I said, Meltzer came from the website. He is looking for his daughter. Because what happened is girls were vanishing up and down the coast, the East Coast. And his daughter was one of them, and he went out and started to investigate and found out that the girls were disappearing. And then he was tracking the big sister, who was basically seen. She was seen along the coast, like, you know, a scary monster kind of thing, like Bigfoot, I guess you could say. And he followed her out to Rapture, and that's why he's out here. And it's really awesome that they have him in the story his story in here from the website. But as I said, it kind of drops
White
down.
is not black, Dr. Lamb. Down is not up, and straw is not gold. Look around you. Rapture is no miracle. It is a product of reason. Impossible unless 1 and 1 are 2, and A equates to A.
And yet, alone, each man is a prisoner to bias, dream, delusion, or the pain of a phantom limb. To one man, they are as real as rain. Reality is consensus, and the people are losing faith. Take a walk, Andrew. It is raining in Rapture, and you have simply chosen not to notice.
That's kind of true. Rapture is leaking. So there's a Ryan versus Lamb debate, which is unfortunate because Ryan does not seem to... The Ryan from BioShock 1 does not seem to be the kind of guy who would debate, if that makes any sense. He seems like the kind of guy... Well, at that point in the story, he was the kind of guy who basically would just kill you. End of story. He'd straight up kill you if you got in his way. Or use really scummy tactics before that. You know, he seems like a kind of a scummy businessman. So that the fact that he was in a political debate with Sophia Lamb, the kind of person who he had no respect for to begin with as a psychiatrist, makes very little sense, which is unfortunate.
Sophia Lamb is using the splicers against you. Most big daddies are like her slaves, guarding the little ones. But someone has awakened you.
Really now? Well, solve that problem real quick. That's of course why they give you the plasmas here, and I guess we could load up really quick.
I know of your bond with Eleanor Delta. To save yourself, you will come for her. But Eleanor has a destiny, one you cannot share. There is no place for you in paradise.
Well, that's upsetting. Let's check it out. Poor dude. He just wanted some sardines. Drop some dollars. We can hack this thing if we wanted to, but we're not in the mood to, so let's go check it out a little bit. Take a look around. We have a Vita chamber. What is that sound? Oh, I'm pumping in stuff. What do you got? Cards? Cool. Never even noticed those before. We got decks of cards. Oh. Know the Beast? Is that what that is? Yeah.
In ethical psychiatry, we must account for the role of evolution. Depression, fits of panic, sexual pathos, all responses to ancient selection pressure. The irony is that this theory is why Ryan's people invited me here. They mistake my study of natural law for the worship of competition. Remember, Eleanor, one must know the beast before it can be slain.
So she infiltrated, it's showing that she was kind of like them, or at least acting like she was kind of like them by studying them, but she was basically studying them to take over, which is unfortunate. But megalomaniacs, you know? Alright, well this seems like a pretty good place to pause, I think, and since it has been time. So once again, I would like to thank you all very much for joining me, 4KB Short, on this Let's Play of BioShock 2. And I will see you next video.